Whether you are a movie director, TV or commercial, you have to be incredibly creative, have a strong creative vision and be able to make a story come alive. And if you're very lucky, work with super talented, famous people. So how do you become a director? I'm with Cindy Lee and she's going to tell us how to do it, Cindy.
Wow, $1 million question. Well, there are a lot of ways. First of all, I was a copywriter, so I started copywriting commercials, and then I was that copywriter who hated directors, hated what directors were doing, so I wanted to direct my own stuff. So I used to sit next to them and ask questions and tell them how to do their job even before they took the first shot. I mean, I hate creators like that. I was that creative. And then I wrote a commercial that I ended up directing myself. For Women and Men Against Child Abuse, and that was it. Then I started directing, but I was lucky enough to start in advertising. So if you don't, I mean, I don't think our film schools are that great, I hate to say it, but it's nice to go to film school because you learn the craft, you learn the cameras, you learn how to edit, you learn how to tell a story, and then you have a show reel that you can go and sell yourself.
Because that's always the difficult thing, isn't it?
How do you sell yourself? I mean, how do you tell people? I know, it's very difficult. But I didn't do any of that. I mean, I'm a scavenger student. So I learn from YouTube. I learn from podcasts. I listen to podcasts. I watch films and learn. I even learn myself when I'm on set. I'm always researching. I'm always listening to things, talking to people. So for me, that's the best thing to do. And then I've started an initiative called Shadow Us. And what it does is it gets women on set with me. I'm really lucky. The production company I work with, Star Films, they don't just follow the director. They shadow anybody. So it's a
problem, obviously, in South Africa for women to become directors.
It is. It's very difficult. It's still a very big boys' club. I mean, I think in our television industry we're a lot luckier. For example, the show we just did for Showmax was women writers, women directors, women producers. But in the advertising industry that's been established for a long time, it's very male-dominated still.
Okay, so you're a scavenger director, which means you pick from all sorts of different...
I learn from everyone. I'm a scavenger student, not a scavenger director. Sounds terrible. But a scavenger student.
Yes, scavenger.
So I learn from... I find those behind-the-scenes things on YouTube fascinating. So I'm now doing a show for the Sci-Fi Channel. It's a Canadian show. And I haven't done sci-fi before. I haven't done a lot of green screen before. So I have to learn how to do it. So I go to YouTube and I watch all the behind-the-scenes of the Star Wars films and Guardians of the Galaxy and how they do it all. And I learn. That's how I learn how to do it.
And you have to be current.
And you have to be current, yeah. So you just got to stay in touch with the things. And another great way to learn, by the way, what I do is one of my favorite TV shows or a film, I'll read the script. Then I'll imagine how I'm going to direct that scene or how am I going to direct that. And then I watch it. And and then I compare the script to the actual film or the actual TV show. And that's a great way to learn because you see how the directors interpret performances, how they interpret their styles. And I love doing that too.
Lex, you are 16. What could anybody possibly want from you?
If you had to give tips, because it seems like almost an impossible dream for many people, I should imagine. Yeah. If you can't get into film school, other than being a scavenger student, what are the best tips that you have to give out?
I think, nowadays anybody can shoot a movie on an iPhone. I mean, if you can tell a story and you can do something that is emotional, you can make a film on an iPhone. So if you've got a story to tell, shoot it on an iPhone. Editing software comes with a Mac. It's not expensive to get. If you don't have a Mac, find somebody that has access to the editing software. I mean, I edit on iMovie. It's very basic and it's very simple. Make a film. Tell a story, because great filmmakers are people that have great stories to tell. You don't need a lot of money to do that. You need vision and you need an iPhone. You need something that you can shoot on and edit on.
And what do you do with that?
Well, then what I would do is I would either send it out to... create a YouTube channel maybe so that people can try and access it and send it out to anybody that you know that could send it out to somebody, put it on your Facebook page. Nowadays things go viral. If you think about how many people become famous either through a YouTube channel or through a Instagram channel. We're living in that world now. You don't have to rely on big studios or big distributors or famous people you just make a film, make a story and get it out there and somebody will see it if it's good. Somebody will see it if it's good.
Okay.
And then they'll grab you and take you and make it into a great film and...
Become a director.
I hope so.
Wow. There they are.
The bigger, fuller, bouncier, double-breasted burger from...
I don't care about the age restriction. If you want to make a biopic on me, do it properly. Then there's not going to be an age restriction. Because, I mean, then there will be an age restriction because that's who my life... Oh, we're starting. Shh, Jane, let's go. Yay, movies!